From the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland, we are getting ready to see some of America's top four-wheel drive pulling vehicles. Some of our contenders include Howard Lewis and High Roller, Gene Fanny Jr., Gone AWOL, Bob Minnick, Small Change, and Mark Marone, Grandpa Hurt. That's a father-son-son team, and they're really an interesting group of individuals to watch pull. But right now we're setting the stage for some four-wheel drive pulling, backing the sled down about a 170-foot track, which will be the distance to qualify you for a full pull. The Enforcer, driven by Joe Taylor, is getting ready to hook to the sled. You'll notice just above the hook there is a safety valve, which is also hooked to the sled in case he were to get away from him. That would be pulled by the sled operator, and that would immediately kill the engine. Joe Taylor is taking a look down the track. They're hooking the sled. The red light is on. It's getting ready to turn green, and he's off. Getting a pretty good bite off the line. He is trying to go 170 feet. This is his fifth year on the World Champion Tour. And that's all for the Enforcer this time around. Don't believe it was quite the full pull. They are doing some measuring. That's Byron Pinky, the event director. Looks like he went about 167.4 feet. Joe Taylor, out of the New England area. Let's go now to Small Change, driven by Bob Minnick, out of Winchester, Virginia. This is one of the only events that he really gets to pull close to home, and he is off down the track. He's going for 170 feet. Looks really smooth run. Not throwing a whole lot of dirt, because if you throw a whole lot of dirt, you're not going to get the traction you need to qualify for a full pull. They have signaled him to stop the motor. Doing a little bit of measuring. The crowd is loving it here in Maryland. And so is Bob Minnick out of Winchester, Virginia, as he has pulled 168.8 feet. He moves into the lead. But it's not probably going to stay there very long, because look at this fella. His name is Howard Lewis, driving the High Roller machine, a beautiful Chevy, and one of the strongest four-wheel drive competitors. Howard getting a good bite off the line. Smooth run so far. Let's see if he continues. Yes, it looks fabulous. Is it going to be a full pull? I believe it is. Howard Lewis, our first full pull here at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. Let's get official word here. We're going to take a look at it again in replay, slow motion. Absolutely great bite here. A little bit of dirt flying. He's losing the traction, but he's losing it after he's made the full pull. Howard Lewis moves into the lead. He has got to be pleased with that. One thing about Howard Lewis, got to meet this man sometime. Come to one of these events. He is as down to earth as they come. Another gentleman that's down to earth is the guy driving this, Mark Marone. This is a father-son-son team. This is Mark behind the wheel this time. They rotate each time. They are giving him the green flag. As he takes off, it looks like a pretty slow start. He's getting a little bit of the bite here. The weight is transferring up. That's 30,000 pounds going to the top of that sled, by the way. Not looking quite as strong as the previous run by Howard Lewis, and I believe he's come up just a tad bit short. Looks like the shortest pull of the evening. Let's see. They're measuring. Not going to measure up to a full pull. As you take a look here, he's going a little bit to the left of the track. The wheels don't appear to be quite as straight as they should be to get the kind of quality traction that you need to qualify for a full pull. Mark Marone can't be that disappointed with the run, but he does come in with a 166.4 feet. Uh-oh. Look at this. It's Gene Fanny Jr. He is driving AWOL, and if you'll take a look at the side of that truck, he is now on duty. Cowabunga is saying there at the beginning. I believe Bart Simpson says that. Well, Bart Simpson probably would have something to say about what he's getting ready to see, because Gene Fanny out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is sporting a 1968 Jeep M715 military vehicle. This vehicle was actually used in the Vietnam War. Giving him the green flag, Gene Fanny Jr. starting her up, and he is off. Slowly, he is off. He's got to beat a full pull. That is the distance to beat, and it'll qualify him for a pull-off. Gene Fanning Jr. looks strong, looks real strong. Yes, I believe he's done it. He has also made a full pull. That is 2 here at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. Gene Fanning Jr.'s got to be completely ecstatic with a beautiful pull, and that's got to be giving Howard Lewis some thoughts. Looking at it again, he has great bite here. Motor running smoothly. The weight you can see at the top of the sled now, but he is taking it out of here. Gene Fanning Jr., absolutely great run. He can't be a bit disappointed with that one. While the name of the truck is Gone AWOL, I don't think anyone can question whether or not he was on duty at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. Taking a look at the pull results, it will be Howard Lewis's high roller. You saw him earlier take it out of here with a full pull. He's going to be in the pull-off against Gene Fanning Jr., Gone AWOL. Third place was Bob Minnick, small change with 168.8 feet from the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland.
Still to come, the 2.
It is the championship round of the U.S. Hot Rod Association Puller Shootout here at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. It's going to be 2 mean competitors. First, Howard Lewis. Taking a look at him right now in the high roller machine. He'll be going up against Gene Fanning Jr.'s Gone AWOL. Right now, Mr. Lewis is backing up to that sled, and I need to tell you something about the sled. It comes equipped with an additional 10,000 pounds, bringing total weight of the sled to 40,000 pounds of pure metal. It's going to be tough for Howard Lewis to take it all the way down the track. He went 170 feet, over 170 feet in his first pull. Let's see how he does hook to the sled this time, getting ready for pulling action. He's got to have a perfect speed going down this track to maintain the optimal maximum distance. Let's find out how Howard Lewis, the 1988 national champion, does. Taking it gradually, very slow off the start. He's going to get ready and get to the middle of the track to let it rip, putting all 1,000 horsepower out the top of the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. What a fantastic pull. Howard Lewis in the high roller has got to be pleased with himself after that. The crowd is loving it. Let's find out exactly how far he went. I guarantee you it was over 170 feet. As we look at it again in slow motion, as he crosses the center mark on the track, the weight is transferring to the top of the sled. Howard Lewis's high roller well on his way to the far end of the track, exceeding anything he's done earlier, and he had 10,000 additional pounds. And with that, he was putting some major draw on that engine. The whine coming out of that engine, 1,000 horsepower, he was taking the rafters out of this place. And as he heads back to the pit area, he'll be waited on by driver Gene Fanning Jr. in Gone AWOL. He, too, will be trying to raise the roof. One thing at home that I don't think that you can really, truly appreciate about these modified tractors is how loud they are. Over my shoulder is a decibel meter. It measures the amount of sound put out here in the Capitol Center. Let's watch it and see just how high it goes on the next run. A 512 cubic inch Chevy motor in a 1968 Jeep, going to be driven by Gene Fanning Jr. That, too, will be putting out the RPM and big decibels here at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. Gene Fanning Jr. is the only man who stands between that man there, Howard Lewis, and a championship. What's going to happen? We're going to find out here in just a second. Gene Fanning Jr., he is eyeballing the track. He's being watched closely by Howard Lewis. He's kneeling down. I don't know if he's saying a prayer or what he's doing. But right now, Gene Fanning is hooking up to the sled. He knows that he has his work cut out for him. He's set a little bit further to the left in our previous run by Howard Lewis. Let's find out how this strategy works. Will it be in his favor or will it go against him? He's going to ease off the starting line very gently with the Gone AWOL on duty machine at this time. Looks pretty smooth so far. He's getting pretty good bite, yes. Right now, he's starting to throw a little bit too much. Too much mud, yes. Oh, no, this is not going to be nearly what Howard Lewis did. Gene Fanny Jr. and the Gone AWOL machine. Looks like they came up a little bit short. As we look at it in slow motion, let's see if we can figure out what went wrong. Right now, I can tell you, see all the mud coming up from underneath those tires? He is not getting the traction, not getting the bite needed to go the distance. They waving to stop the motor there, and he's going to go on and pull away from the sled. We're going to wait word. They're doing some measuring right now. Howard Lewis standing by trying to find out if he is indeed the victor. Gone AWOL is going on back to the pit area in the meantime, and yes, Howard Lewis, he is putting his arms up in the air. He has won. He has taken the victory here at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. Our results: Howard Lewis comes in the victor, 192.2 feet, followed by Gone AWOL, Gene Fanny Jr., 186 feet. One of the absolute best four-wheel drive competitors in the nation is sitting to my left. His name is Howard Lewis, and he is the driver of the High Roller, and congratulations on a great win.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. We got it about as best as we could get it, I guess. We've been playing with the motor last weekend, and we got a few things straightened out, and it really worked out well.
So tell me a secret about your truck.
Well, there isn't really any secret, I guess. Lee Edwards does the power plant in it, so maybe that's the secret right there.
Good luck seeing future pulls.
Well, we needed a win tonight. We got the win tonight. We had one last week down in Georgia, so we're not doing too bad. We're on a roll so far this year.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.